So this is a looter shooter that is not a looter shooter according to developers. There's loot, there's shooting, but it's not a looter shooter. Not in the traditional sense of the term anyway. Either way, it looks bloody impressive. This of course is Witchfire, a single player, upcoming, first person, dark fantasy, semi-open world, roguelite, not looter shooter from Polish developers, the Astronauts. The team behind The Vanishing of Ethan Carter and games like Bulletstorm and Painkiller, which you can kind of see from the game's combat on show. Now it is set for release later this year with no exact date given yet, and it was originally revealed back in 2017. So it's been in the works for quite a while and it has seen some changes along the way. Originally Witchfire was supposed to be their take on a roguelite first person shooter with arena styled battles like Doom or Shadow Warrior, you know, where you would be locked inside an invisible arena until all enemies were dead and then you could progress onto the next area. But after testing, they decided to shift Witchfire into what they're describing as a semi-open world game to fully utilize the beauty of the game's environment while also keeping the right balance with large groups of enemies for you to fight. But this time the invisible walls are gone. They've been removed, which means you have the option to flee if things get a little bit too hectic or you're in danger of being overrun. Some doors in areas might be locked until you find a key to open them, or you may need to gear up before entering a harder area with a boss inside, but for the most part the developers have said you're free to explore the world in almost any order that you want. Now, I'm very interested in the synergy between the magic and the guns and the combat because in the footage it looks really good, and I can imagine we are going to see some absolutely insane combos once players get their hands on this game. Freezing enemies mid-air and then blasting them away with a gun is absolutely cool, but will we be able to build our character to be more magic focused or weapon focused? Will you be able to sway either way, or are the abilities all just ones that you will obtain as you level up? There's a lot about this game that I would love to know more about. Like when the developers say it's not a looter shooter, but it drops loot, what type of loot exactly are we talking about? From the footage we know that there's 5 weapons on display. We don't know if there's any more, there very well might be, and we know that there aren't any random weapon perks on weapons that you receive either, meaning 2 weapons which would perform completely different because they've got random perks won't exist. It's just preset weapons. We also know that you can upgrade weapons, but how you upgrade them, we're not entirely sure yet. So maybe the loot that drops is something in terms of ammo, health, mana, because you're using magic, runes or something like that, or weapon upgrades, because it is a roguelite. So if it's a roguelite, then that means you're going to be expecting to die, which means you'll be coming in with upgrades from your previous runs. Now we know that there is no character customization, which is fine since it is a first person shooter and all you're going to really see for the majority of your play session is your guns anyway. Now I've left the real kick in the nuts about this game until the end of the video. Witchfire is currently Epic Games exclusive to begin with during its early access, so it's not coming to Steam just yet. We can assume it's coming to consoles at some point, the same way with Steam, but we're not entirely sure. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of Witchfire, whether you like the look of it or not, whether you're cautiously optimistic or not. Have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.